Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess of Crack Creations, and today we are going to Sci Fi Valley Con Fall Edition 2025. This is, I believe, 4 years, 6 shows that I have done with Sci-Fi. Starting last year in 2024, they started incorporating a fall edition of the show. So there's always a June show, which they deem a spring show. And then now they have a fall show. Last year it was in November. This year it is in October. So that is what you're going to see today. So buckle in and enjoy the ride. We are officially on our way to Sci-Fi Valley Con 2025 Fall Edition. I've got a 2.5 hour drive ahead of me. I just stopped at the gas station to get some snacks for the road. So let's get moving. classes are set up on Thursday. I might change things tomorrow before the show starts. I don't really like the octopus the way they are. It is day one. We are about, what time is it?
Charity quick sketch in 15 minutes.
Charity's
Also, how to
quick
write
sketch
a
in
good
15
villain
minutes.
with J.D. Donnelly in 15. Again, charity quick sketch in 15 minutes. Also, how to write a good villain with J.D. Donnelly in 15.
I want to learn how to write a good villain. That would be fun. Anyway, we are about halfway through day one, and I did my laps, did some shopping, and I did something. I found someone selling Labubus. I don't have any Labubus. I didn't really want any. I think they're terrifying. But I make Lafufus, but mine are very cuddly and cute. But anyway, I found one, and I thought I would open it with you guys. So let's go. Oh, these are the colors. I don't really care which one I get because I like them all. And since I don't have any, who cares which one I get? Should I rub it? Someone spun the wheel.
There's one in there that goes in the dark eye though. You would be green and have sunglasses.
Green is one of my favorite colors, so he's cute. Well, there we go. I have a lot to say about this show so far, and it's only day one of 3, so tune in a couple minutes. For me, I'll be recording it later, but it's a little slow. Kind of expected. It's a Friday. It's usually always slow on Fridays. But, yep, that's where we are now. And we got a green Labubu. Ah! It is day 2 of Sci Fi Valley Con, Fall Edition in Altoona, Pennsylvania. Things were a little crazy yesterday, so I couldn't really record anything, but we'll see what we can show you today. It is Saturday. It should be busier today. It already is busier, but let's try to break the comma today.
all right. I'm good.
Oh, Mothman. I didn't even see him then. 25. Do you need a bag for him? Do you want a receipt? Email, text, or print? 0919? You're good to go. Thanks so much.
It's funny because one of my partners goes by Mothman.
Oh my gosh.
And it's actually why I have a bunch of Mothmans.
Wow. I love your Labubu in the pumpkin. The person who made this pattern has a modification with like the pumpkin and like
Also,
Frankenstein and a vampire. I didn't buy it, and I wish I did.
also, are you guys going to
Are you fans?
I made you change in this, so you guys go.
Thank you so much.
I also have stuff for Red Dead in here. Like
Wow.
stickers.
Ooh, I like that one.
I gave one to Roger Clark and he asked me for my Instagram. So I'm like, so now since like the start of the con, I'm like, where are you?
For that post.
I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
like Roger asked for it. I gotta keep an eye on it.
Thank you so much.
Also, Mark Shepard has seen the Crowley
no way.
designs, and he has also loved them. So I'm just like,
I love Mark. He's such a cool guy.
he roasted me when I first, like, the first convention ever was here.
And we are back from Sci-Fi. I don't think I mentioned this, but this convention is held in Altoona, Pennsylvania. It's about 2.5 hours from me. And it's in a convention center that is attached to a hotel. So we get a room for the night, and you don't even have to leave the building. You can just walk through the hallway to get back and forth. But we did go outside to get some fresh air instead of recycled gross air. So I know the footage that you just saw was kind of lackluster, for better words. It was kind of a boring weekend, and the show started off kind of rough. I had plans of walking you guys into the convention center and getting to my space for the first time and all that stuff. But as soon as I got there, I was kind of accosted by my vendor neighbor, and it was a lot to start the weekend off. So basically what happened weeks ago, when they released the floor plan for the weekend, as I mentioned, I've been there. This is probably my 6th show at least with them. I have always been upstairs. There's 2 levels, an upstairs and downstairs. I've always been upstairs and separate from other crocheters, and it's been great for me. This year, first of all, they released the floor plan to the public before releasing it to the vendors, which was kind of weird, but I saw that they had moved me downstairs immediately next to 3 other crocheters. So I reached out to them and I was like, look, it doesn't bother me that there's other crocheters anywhere ever, because I know everyone has different product and different abilities, etc. But I personally don't believe that it's good for any of our businesses for all of us to be together. So I asked politely if I could be moved. Several weeks later, they released the final floor plan with their little booklet. They put out a really nice booklet. And I had seen I was moved back upstairs, which was great. I was really looking forward to the show. And then I was never not looking forward to the show. This is always a good one for us. We have a lot of fun. Kind of when I first found out that I was downstairs, I remembered in June this year, downstairs had a lot of complaints. That is where all the celebrities are, which is not the complaint. But it's like nothing wanted to work downstairs. No one's credit card machines were working. No one could connect to anything. So it just kind of felt like when I saw that I was downstairs, it kind of felt like they decided to flip-flop the vendors, put the downstairs upstairs, and, you know, vice versa. But anyway, so I get there on Thursday to set up, and I'm on an end space. It's kind of like an oval shape. There's 2 end spaces on either end, and then there's aisle spaces. So it's like a big oval. I'm on an end space, and the vendor, who is the 2 aisle spaces right behind me, approached me and said I probably didn't want to be in that space and that I should ask to be moved because he needs all of the space behind the table for his backstock, etc. And you know what? I just wasn't having it. I think you should be respectful of your vendor neighbors. He's clearly been there before. So he should know the spatial issue that there is, which there really isn't an issue, and you can work with your neighbors that everything will be fine. And he told me that he went to the organizers and asked them to move me before I got there. And thankfully they told him that it was my decision. So he kept trying to get me to move. He wanted to see if I would switch with the person who is usually in that spot, who also got moved downstairs. But she was moved not just downstairs, but in a weird offshoot room that I think, including her, they had put a total of 3 vendors in. And I said, absolutely not. I'm not moving. And I think when he realized that I wasn't budging and I was holding my ground, that he backed off a little. We had a good weekend. We worked things out. There were 3 of us versus 1 of him. So 3 of us at 1 8-foot table, and then 1 of him at 2 tables, probably 8. He doesn't use the tables. He had a huge setup. He's a reseller. I don't really know exactly what he sold, but he wasn't a maker of any sort. He definitely was a purchaser and reseller of things. But we got along fine. The weekend was very slow. We were kind of worried that it was going to be really bad. In the end, we came up only $91 short of last fall's number, which is great. And the only reason I think that we met that number is because on Saturday, I believe it was, we sold both of my remaining large Anchor the Octopus, which was incredible. But other than that, the attendance was really down. People weren't buying. It was a struggle to get through the weekend. I fought to stay awake, keep my eyes open most of the time. There was a coffee truck outside with fun little skull cups that we were able to get before they sold out on Friday. But the caffeine doesn't do anything for me, but I tried. I said, give me all the caffeine you got. I got to stay awake. But let's break it down. So the convention was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to give you last year's numbers and this year's numbers to do a compare and contrast. So last year's Friday, we hit 380, which is decent. Fridays are usually always slow, especially now because kids are still in school. And it's a Friday, so people are working, etc. This year we only hit 245, and that was a big hit. that's when we started questioning things. I know it was probably early to start questioning things, but it was kind of a big difference. And I was getting concerned that this was going to be another weekend where it was multiple days where I wouldn't hit 4 digits, which happened at our last con. Saturday last year was 595, which is bad in my opinion. But this year, because of those 2 octo sales, we hit 714. And I think that really turned our attitudes around. It perked us up a little bit and gave us a little more hope of at least reaching the 4 digits. I wasn't entirely expecting to reach last year's number at this point, but that was a little boost to our spirits. And then Sunday is another slow day. Last year we hit 390, and this year wasn't too bad. We hit 315, so it wasn't that far off. And total numbers last year was 1,365, and this year was 1,274, which I said is only a $91 difference, which really isn't that bad in the end. That is a wrap on Sci Fi Valley Con 2025. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me while I get used to all this technological things. I got to get back to preparing for my next show. Do all the things, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.